Oh, wait a minute. Can you grapple to these? Oh, you can. All those reckless enough to venture into the desert, please drop by our shop. Carpet merchant. There's a carpet merchant? Welcome! I'm selling stuff strange and rare from all over the world to everybody. Today's special is a dangerous running object. Terrifying. I won't tell you what it is until you sell the money. Sure, what are you selling? Motherfucker. Thank you very much. What I'm selling is a bomb chew. The mark that will lead you to the spirit temple is on the flag on the left outside the shop. Be seeing you. Was it from doing Walk Without Rhythm? What is this? Oh, the Eye of Truth shall be guided to the Spirit Temple by an inviting ghost. Oh, hello. $88 Skulltula tokens. I cast Fireball. I got $50. Was it just a Skulltula in here? Is that all it was? Oh, okay, there we go. Follow the ghost. You're not gonna throw fireballs at me like Dampe did, are you? Oh! Really did need to walk without rhythm. Wow, we're just going in circles here. What are you doing? I can literally see it on the map. You're just leading us in circles. The Desert Colossus. A lever? Ah, the fucking birds are back. Looks like the oasis is dried up. Summon a storm. Oh, that worked. Huh. Well, look at that. Wait, no, we need these bugs still. I know why we have these. Get back here. We still need that. I really thought for a second we were gonna have water in a bottle. Fuckos. Are these grottos? Oh, we're gonna find out from that one in a second. Nope. Any sculptures out here at all? Wait a minute. Oh, what the hell? Why did it trigger a question mark, question mark, question mark? We found a great fairy. Holy shit. What is this one gonna give us? Well, I didn't feel a vibration, so I didn't know if the grotto was there or not. Be cool, chat. Be cool. These camera shots are entirely intentional. Welcome, Twink. I'm the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. Going for back shots now, huh? What is that? You got Nehru's Love. Cast this to create a powerful protective barrier. It's defensive magic you can use with C. Respectfully. We're getting real. Bigger. Bigger. John? Bigger. When battle has made you worry, please come back and see me. I think that's all three of them now. We have Nehru's Love now. What does this do? It's a defensive spell. I got a blue crystal. Aghanim's gonna get me. So now we have this one, we have Din's Fire and Furore's Wind. With this I am invincible. I don't think this is a grotto. Can we learn how to use this over here? I don't think I ever used Ferroris. Well, we've used it a couple of times. We didn't have it for most of the game, so we didn't really get to do much with it, but we used it to get... I've used it to get in and out of dungeons we've had to go back into for Skulltulas. Cider, what the fuck is that? What is that? Why do you have an emote of a unicorn throwing up? That will never not be funny that it just flattens it. No. Leave the microphone alone. Sit. We're in the spirit temple now. No. If you want to be up here, you need to sit. There's no climbing around. Ow. You want to say hi? You came up here. She sounds so pitiful. Alright, come on, get down. Get down. I came up here and I can't believe you're touching me now. Do we have to come back here as a kid somehow? Oh. So we can't progress this dungeon. Where the hell do we get the ability to move those blocks? Oh. Oh, it's Sheik again. Past, present, future. The Master Sword is is that the owl? The ship with which you can sail upstream and downstream through Time's River. The port for that ship is in the Temple of Time. To restore the Desert Colossus and enter the Spirit Temple, you must travel back through Time's flow. Listen to this Requiem of Spirit. This melody will lead a child back to the desert. So we had to get this song to be able to get here as a kid. This is one of the, this is one of the Howling Stones in Twilight Princess, is this song. I recognize this. Why is Keapora Gabora here? Why does he leave the platform and stay on the platform? He flew away but was still standing there. How'd you do that? Just summon a sandstorm? Alright, so we gotta go back to the Temple of Time to then warp back out here. Good lord. Don't. I already forgot it. A down A, left down A. To the desert colossus. Ow. Holy shit, we found the last bean spot. $89 Skulltulas. Alright, so there should be at least something else out here then as a kid, right? Going right there, bud? We do this again? We fixed the oasis in the past! Fucking birds. I now have 4 fairies. We have 4 one-ups just in case. Oh hey, bugs. Can we leave back out into the Gerudo Desert or no? Oh. How do you make it back? I guess it's a one-way trip. I don't know how the hell you get back from that. It's Capora Gavora. How do you talk to him here? Haven't seen you around, kid. What do you want? I'm looking for the sages. A sage? I don't know anyone like that. Oh. Just a kid. The temple is no place for kids. You have nothing to do? What good timing. Can you do me a favor, kid? Wait a second. I want to ask you first. You wouldn't happen to be one of Ganondorf's followers, would you? I hate Ganondorf. Uh-huh. You got guts. I think I like you. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Naburu of the Gerudo, a lone wolf thief. Don't get me wrong. We're both thieves. I'm completely different from Ganondorf. With his followers, he stole from women and children and even killed people. A kid like you may not know this, but the Gerudo race consists only of women. Only one man is born every 100 years. Even though our laws say that lone male Gerudo must become king of the Gerudo, I'll never bow to such an evil man. By the way, what is your name, kid? Twink. What kind of a name is that? Well, anyway, I want to ask you a favor. Will you go through this tiny hole and get a treasure that's inside? The treasure is the silver gauntlets. If you equip them, you can easily push and pull very heavy things. No, kid. Don't even think about taking this treasure for yourself. The silver gauntlets won't fit a little kid like you, and you try to equip them. I want you to be a good boy and give them to me. Ganondorf and his minions are using the Spirit Temple as a hideout. Only the silver gauntlets will allow me to sneak deep into the temple. Once there, I'm going to steal all the treasure inside and mess up their plans. How about it? Sure. You and I, let's give Ganondorf and his followers a big surprise, shall we? If we can successfully get the silver gauntlets, I'll do something great for you. Okay. What was the laser lewd for? Well, I guess my sword's not hard enough to hit them. Just said something about getting into a tight hole. Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that one. A Skulltula. Oh, okay, that's over there. Oh, hello. Okay, bye. How do you do this? Oh, that does catch it on the backswing. I was like, that didn't work the first time. Why are all the pots cursed? Why do all the pots have to be cursed? We got a new shield! What the fuck is that? Anubis, it's vulnerable to fire. They're weak to fire. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. You got a key. I'm more scared of that damn keys. Do those bats get off the wall and then intentionally go and become fire keys? Just to be assholes. What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, yeah, we got a door. Oh, there it is. $91 tokens. What does that do? A chest. A lizard man. Dude, I like carved him in two with that upswing. How did he not take damage from that? Fucking palm shoes. More bomb shoes. Blue rupees. Oh wow, is this like the first instance of actually needing these? Besides the minigame they're for? Oh shit. Word of the wise. How's it going? Did you finish your rando for this? Appreciate the raid. Thanks for coming in. Bringing everybody on over. Raiders, welcome in. I'm Spexifier. We're in the Spirit Temple. Trying to figure out what to do. We got the ice arrows earlier and found out they're a completely worthless item. It's really funny that there's an item in the game that does absolutely nothing. We did finish the rando. Nice. Congratulations. Oh. Well, we just bombed whatever's down there. What were you playing today? Vilafar, welcome in. What are we doing here? Doesn't look like a lot. Chat be cool. A Wind Waker rando? Even I don't know Wind Waker enough that I would say a rando's a smart idea. Wind Waker rando sounds like that can get real hectic real fast. Is this Pedro? Okay. Well, we can't do this now, but we know that Pedro's here, so we can get a Skulltula over there. What are we doing? A really good tracker, but oh my god, there's so much dang traveling. Yeah, if you got the version of it that you're using that has the speedy sail, it makes it a little bit better. Desi was doing one of those a little while ago, and I saw he was using the speed sail. He was on the 4:3 aspect ratio version of the game though, which had me like, you can have that in this version? Oh, you can press this button. Okay. You can't press that button. Not in HD, but the speed sail has been modded into the standard definition rando. Oh, sick. Well, that's really good at least. So at least you got the speed sail. That definitely makes a significant difference. At least all the islands are interesting and like something cool to get to. We got a map. Okay, that's at least something. A compass would be nice. The Spirit Temple definitely seems interesting. Apparently we have to do this once as a kid and then go back as an adult because we're missing the silver gauntlets. Can I just put this down? No. Is there like a box or something? There was a statue to push on the button? Is that what that there is there for? You just push it off? Can you do that? Is that what this is? Brain only has one wrinkle. That's why we have the Unga Bunga emote. I did find out we have like all the items so far. We got all the way up to we actually have the big Goron sword. That was pretty cool to find. We got this. As Femboy Link, we got the we have the honorary woman card. We are an honorary woman according to the Gerudo. We're at 91 Skulltulas so far. We've been doing I think we're at 29 pieces of heart, so I think we only have a couple more of those to find. Dizzy hype. I don't think these do anything. But we did do all the mask turn-ins. I don't know what the Mask of Truth does. You said to go talk to people with it on, and then no one's dialogue changed. So I'm not really sure what that does. This seems bad. Kobe. One thing I know about the Mask of Truth does is the Gossip Stones. Oh, I didn't think to do that. We'll have to check that out then. I didn't think about that. That makes sense though. I think that my favorite thing with the Gossip Stones so far has been the, if you take the hammer to them, they get squished. They squish if you hit them with the hammer. We also found out you can bug the color of them. If you set a bomb off next to them so they start to detonate, and then when they turn blue, you bop them with the hammer, they won't blow up and rocket into space, and they just stay blue. Which I don't think they're supposed to do that. Never gotten the Mask of Truth in vanilla, so I've never actually spoken to the stones. Well, we're gonna find out. Stick around, we'll figure that out tonight. I don't think that's intended. Yeah, that definitely feels unintended. It has been a fun time. I did, because of ship's setup where you can adjust the difficulty, I did make it so that all creatures deal bonus damage. So far, the only bad boss fight in the game so far has been Bongo Bongo. Bongo Bongo was a stupid fight. I did not like Bongo Bongo. Yeah, it felt like just not a well-designed fight overall. It felt very hokey for the way that for what it tried to be. I felt like it just didn't succeed at what it wanted to do. It had a bunch of really cool ideas that just didn't work together. Okay, I don't know what that torch does, but it doesn't want to light. Where did that drop? There it is. We got another key. Okay. I didn't pick that one up. And then yesterday we fought the we also did the water temple. We fought the hentai tentacles. Never seen that done without collecting the silver rupee. I didn't realize I didn't collect the silver rupee. I would have probably had an easier time of doing that, realizing why doesn't this one light, not noticing I only got 4 of the 5 rupees. I feel like I vindicated Hank Sinatra. He raided during the water temple, and I was having a terrible time of it. The amount of backtracking in that dungeon is not good. That's another dungeon that's it's a really cool idea that I feel like they didn't pull off successfully until Twilight Princess. It was really neat getting to the Shadow Temple though, and realizing that that's what Midley's dungeon is based on in Wind Waker. I thought that was really neat. Water Temple falls flat in space. Yeah, it's got a really cool idea. It fails to find success in that idea. Oh, thank God. We can stop the beeping finally. All these hearts, and I'm always at 2 HP. I like the little anime shark emote. It's pretty cool. I was like, what is that? What is that? Got a Mongolian warlord to fight in here, huh? The Iron Knuckle? Is that what they're actually called? Is the Iron Knuckle? He looks like one of the guys we fought during Ghost of Tsushima. He looks like one of the Mongol warlords. It's Khotun Khan. That was, what the fuck was that audio? Watch out for its axe attack. It hurts a lot. Strike it when it drops its guard. All right. Chat, we're probably dead. we're probably super dead. It even sounds like Khotun Khan. Are these the guys that became the Dark Nuts in later games? I know the Dark Nuts in Wind Waker are like dogmen. And they have like breakable armor. Holy shit. Good thing I picked up 4 fairies, because I think he just did like 7 hearts of health. Yeah, I think the Dark Nuts are probably my favorite enemy in like any Zelda. I'm too short for him to hit me. Does it use the Gerudo base model? Because it definitely doesn't sound like a Gerudo. If you beat Charles, by the way, it's cause it to shatter. Ouch. Oh, see, Anim even knows the lore. This warrior's name is Charles. The churg like a truck. Well, we have to defeat Charles. Was it a very feminine build for such a very powerful man? I gotta say, Charles is a wildly attractive warrior. Look at that A shape. It's a perfect A frame. You may not like it, chat, but this is peak male physical form. Ow! Shithead. Charles is an asshole. The fairies are doing some heavy lifting, Jeremy. Yeah, Charles got some admirable proportions over here. Look, the trick is, you want proportions like this, you need some big shoulder pads, a heavy steel helmet, full plate armor, and a big two-handed axe. Basically, you need to run around like Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3. Well, R.I.P. Charles. We have defeated you. Can we blow up your chair? Charles is built. What's up, Twink? Surprised to see me here? No, I saw you when we walked in the door. A long time in this world is almost nothing to you, is it? How mysterious. Have you seen what Karlach does to literally everyone? Example A. Hold on. Puzzler, hang on a second. I like to consider myself a man of culture as well. I saw this go live for that secret lair and immediately went out of my way to buy the set for her, and then made sure every single one of the cards for that set made it right into the right into that deck. Yeah, I got that one, and that was the same time they did the Monty Python. They're gonna get me for money again. Fucking Wizards of the Coast is get me for money again. They have a fucking Ghostbusters and another fucking Hatsune Miku that has an Elspeth Miku, and I'm like, fuck. I like Elspeth. She's one of my favorite characters. And then it's Ghostbusters as the other set, so that's gonna get me for money. Yeah, so I got that one, and I'm trying to track down the Monty Python ones for my stepbrother, because he missed it, and I'd like to get that for him, because it'd be cool. Because he didn't get... I got that because I really wanted was it Castle Arg? is the one that's the Merit Lodge land, because I didn't have that for my snow deck and I wanted that for the snow deck. But yeah, the Karlach one I was very happy with. I didn't get the Asterion one, and I almost regret not getting it, but I don't like Asterion's card, and I wouldn't have played it anyway, so it's like one of those, like, it's sitting in a binder, so is it really going to see use? Even I thought that tales of a boy who could travel back and forth through time was merely a legend. Twink, you have fully matured as an adult. From now on, the future of all the people of Hyrule is on your shoulders. Bro, I'm like barely out of elementary school at the moment. What do you mean fully matured as an adult? I've gotten to be an adult for all of like a week. Maybe it's not my time anymore. Here is my last advice. 2 witches inhabit this temple. In order to destroy them, turn their own magic power against them. Did you get all that? Sure. I will continue to watch you. Okay. Did the owl just... Everyone else saw that, right? That wasn't just me. Everyone else saw that? The owl just right through the wall? Okay, just making sure I'm not losing it, and that I was not the only one that saw that. Hey, we found the silver gauntlets. If you wore them, you would feel the power in your arms, the power to lift big things with A. Owl's in a different physical plane than us mortals. Should probably eventually actually finish this game not in a rando. I've never finished it except in a rando. That's okay. I've only ever beaten this game once as a kid in like 2011. And I used a guide, so I remember nothing about this game. So far, the game's had really good gameplay. I'm realizing anyone who's ever talked about how good the story is in Legend of Zelda is out of their fucking mind. Like, I'm realizing now after finally playing the game and like paying attention to it and knowing the story, anyone who's ever said the story is good in Legend of Zelda is nuts. Well, I mean, to be fair, I also graduated high school in 2011, so... But I also did piss off most of my chat and most of Laser's Discord when they all found out after posting pictures of myself that I'm not in my 20s. I'm 31. To which all of them went, how the fuck are you fuck you 31 and you look like that? You look like you just graduated high school. It's like, I hit max level in 2011. I never actually leveled up any further than that. Ship of Harkinian definitely does, I think, make this a better experience overall. I don't know how this would have felt without, like, the quality of life, because we turned on a few things here. We are using enhancements. We do have it set to Vanilla Plus, which means we have the assignable tunics and boots that are turned on. The passage of time will move on file select. Item counts are in messages. We have the text speed moved up to 2 times. King Zora's speed, he weeps it 2 times. A zooter and made it about 30 minutes. Yeah, right stick. I didn't turn on right stick camera. We're still on L trigger camera. I wanted to have vanilla controls. Yeah, I'd say like even for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, the like definitive ways to play them are honestly the HD versions on the Wii U. But I will always have a soft spot for Twilight Princess because it's like the only game that I ever enjoyed playing with motion controls. Yeah, we have better owl turned on, so like exit market at night is a good one. Skipping save confirmation screens is just kind of a nice bonus. I like the autosave when you enter a new area or collect a major item. I think that's been super helpful. I don't know if preventing dropped ocarina inputs is actually doing anything for us. This is the fun one, honestly. This has made the game a lot more interesting because like hearts actually matter. Is the double damage multiplier. I think really like this by itself fixes a lot of the difficulty issues with Zelda, so that enemies don't feel like such a fucking pushover all the time. I would argue that Twilight Princess is at least more cohesive than this game. but it still has a significant amount of problems. For the game they tried to start focusing on the story with, it doesn't do a great job. I would still argue Wind Waker is probably the most cohesive story, and it's entirely because it tells the Hero of Wind's story, and it decouples itself from the Hero of Time. I think that's what makes it such a good and cohesive story. It is definitely slow. Wind Waker is not a fast game, but I would argue that that's why it's able to have the story it has. Whereas, like, most other Zeldas should really follow Metroid's example and tell a more Ludo narrative where things are like kind of told through descriptions and notes and stuff you find, instead of trying to tell an actual story with it. Or they need to go, you know, lean into it and go more into like the Ghost of Tsushima Assassin's Creed style and actually give the story room to breathe and do something with it. Because that Link's just some kid a boat pulled out of the ocean. Yeah, you were literally, you're not even a descendant of Link in that game. You literally are your own person. And that's why I like the games that follow the sequence of Wind Waker, because I think they're just actually, I think that when they did those, they actually did a good job. They took time with it and gave the story like elements. Like in Phantom Hourglass, for as jank as the controls are for that game, the story's a lot of fun. The characters are really neat. Linebeck is one of the coolest side characters they've ever added in. And you get to see how like the descendants of all the characters you meet in Wind Waker are all now thriving in the Great Sea and like have rebuilt Hyrule and everything. Same thing with like Spirit Tracks, has a really cool story despite the jank mechanics. Like those games are only kneecapped by the controls being fucking stupid. Otherwise, those games are all actually really good. Like, despite being nigh unplayable, they're really solid games. They won't fit a kid. You promised Nibiru. Okay. Oh. The hell is that? Hey, where are you taking me? Sounds like she got caught. Oh, chat, caught? She got caught. You fiends, Ganondorf's minions. Twink, get out of here now! These witches, they're using black magic on me. Buried her in the sand. Damn. Well, she got captured. Holy shit. Is she dead? What's with the sandstorm transition there? someone really liked that that transition and was like, we're gonna use this. Is there a just to make sure before I jump off of here. Yo, chat respectfully. Colossus is kind of stacked. Oh, hey, there's a piece of heart floating over there. Alright, well, we gotta go back to... There we go. I'm almost remembering some of these songs. I'm almost remembering some of these songs. Well, I guess we're keeping the silver gauntlets. Which means we can go get all of our remaining Skulltulas now. That aren't inside the temple. Because I'm sure there's going to be some Skulltulas to get in the Spirit Temple yet as an adult. But now we can go finish up the one in Kakariko that we didn't have. The one that's in Zora's Domain we can go get now. And then there's, I think, a couple other silver rocks and a few other spots we need to go get out of the way now. Because now we should be able to lift those. Yo, those look pretty slick, actually. I like those. They are quite metal. They very much fit the fit. I love a good accessory. Can we lift the... There was a rock in... Well, it's not Hyrule Castle anymore, but it's outside of Ganon's tower. Over here. Can we move this now? It's over where the Great Fairy was as a kid, but I don't know what's over there now. We've done it, chat. No longer are we just the bottom. Now, we are the power bottom. We are now strongers. Chat, I know how we're gonna beat Ganondorf. Hear me out. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I would like to grab it. Chat, why can't I grab this? Anyone, any ideas? Why is this not grabbable? I'm pressing the A button. Why? Is there something else we need to do before we can move that? There's another level of gauntlets to find. Oh. Okay. We gotta find even more accessorized accessories. Gotcha. Alright, well, we can't do that yet, then. Let's go find other things to lift. There we go. We gotta go lift rocks. As any sensible strong person, now we need to go pick up heavy things and put them down again. They're making a live-action drama of Dress Up Darling? Might unironically be really good. Hold please. Yeah, this might unironically be really good. I'll post it in the anime channel for you guys on Discord. Which again, if you haven't. So I'll make sure everyone's got that. If you haven't joined Discord, I highly suggest it. We have a good time over there. Alright, where is that silver rock I saw? I just realized we slap Epona on the ass. Did not notice that originally. Looked at Facebook and someone I've met a handful of times and am Facebook friends with worked on the Facebook AR glasses that just got announced. Wow. One of those like, huh, I know that person. They're doing quite well for themselves, aren't they? I have to wonder how closely those things will work to what science fiction displayed them as. You know, I have to wonder how is that gonna like work out the way that they did in you know, like video games and sci-fi, or is it gonna end up being like, yeah, this Just another way to get in an accident by distracted driving. Turns out, it's not like the central computer on the Enterprise or computer. Black tea, Earl Grey, hot. Also, fire up my finest hentai. I wish to read my doujinshi and my yaoi for the day. Lock the doors. I'll be here all night. Making an 18th century library, lit by firelight. Huh. Well, why is there another one of these? Frames of them are huge. Semiconductors and processors and batteries are never going to get small enough and energy dense for stuff to be as small as in sci-fi. I would argue there's probably a way to do that. We just haven't figured out how to get them small enough. But yeah, you're definitely right. I would have to imagine they gotta be pretty big to be actually like functional. I know I was reading on one, I don't know how far it's come along, but this was years ago now. I was definitely following stuff and reading on they were able to I think it was a startup in England found a way to repurpose like leftover nuclear waste and were able to create like tiny batteries with it that were like they would last hundreds of years with the amount of extra residual power, and like they weren't radioactive or anything. Like they found a way to completely modify them for that. I don't know what came of it. This was a few years ago now that I remember reading about that. I don't know if like that ever followed through with anything or, but the research seems sound. Oh, the voltages were tiny as hell. Oh, that would definitely do it then. I don't know what purpose they would serve then at that low of a voltage if that's the case. Kobe. Made the shot. No, they're just friends. Oh, they fucking. Oh, they fucking. You. Huh. Maybe it's gotta be nighttime and it's under the rock? I know there can't be one under that rock we lifted in Hyrule Field because we already have all the ones in Hyrule. Battery tech and energy efficiency is limiting factor to so much stuff. Smartphones in general have not meaningfully improved in years. Oh yeah, no, I know that. Smartphones have just changed models slightly over the last several years. Is there anything under this rock? Am I grasping at straws here? Is this not actually anything? Where's the last Kakariko Skulltula then? I figured it was under that rock. Because we know the one we're missing in Zora's Domain is under a rock. Where's this one? Because we have Gerudo Valley and Gerudo Fortress done. We just need to finish the Wasteland, which is going to be all in the, that's going to be in the Spirit Temple for those ones. Because we know it's not in the bottom of the well, because we have all of them there. We know it's not in the Shadow Temple, because we have all of them there. Oh, son of a bitch, there it is. It's on top of Impa's house. How do we get up there? You have to get that as a kid, don't you? You have to go up to Death Mountain and then fly down with the owl.